Aging pipes continue to hamper the island's potable water supply. The Water and Sewage Company, Wasco, has had to push back the timeline for the completion of repairs and restoration of the water supply in the north, as work on the raw water pipeline in Millet hit a snag. Critics have hammered the utility for the seeming lack of timely information and updates on the disruption in the service during the week, with notifications mainly delivered via social media platforms. Some residents were caught unawares, while others expressed disappointment in the lack of certainty regarding the precious commodity. Officer in charge, Zilta George Leslie, on Friday sought to clear the air on the delays.
On the 5th, which was yesterday, we went in and we replaced a portion of the pipe because it was so badly damaged, because again of the age of our infrastructure. It was so badly damaged that we decided that we were not even going to patch it this time. We were going to put in a new piece. So we have done that, and the guys left about 3 o'clock in the morning, hoping that, all was well, and we were just about to reopen, and we did that. And as we reopened the pipe lower down in the Kaiko area, because the pressures had built up, the pipe at that point just almost exploded. So what we had to do now was to reassess. So we went back to the drawing board.
Wasco recently repaired several leaks from a major company. Leslie is also calling on consumers to check their pipes for breaks.
We applaud the companies who are able to ensure that they have a very rigid maintenance program. But incidentally, yesterday we had a very, very big company, I wouldn't say which establishment it is, with a very serious leak, which had been, ongoing for some time. We just want to ask everybody to ensure that they constantly check for those leaks. And this is the ideal time to do it because it's the dry season. Usually in the wet season, you may not see those leaks, but now in the dry season, they become very apparent. So we're asking persons, to do as many checks as they possibly can to find out whether or not that there are any leakages on their property.
The system is not in good shape with a network of feeble pipelines, but overhauling the infrastructure will be very costly, with the capital infusion required hard to come by. Wasco has been undertaking temporary works on the badly damaged Millet raw water pipelines, but the officer in charge disclosed that this is not sustainable and the company will be exploring funding options to fix the entire main.
Hopefully in the next few months we would be working with a lot of different agencies to get funding to ensure that we do a whole totally new pipeline, because what we've been doing now is that with the funds that we have, we've been trying to do maintenance on it, but hopefully someday we're going to be able to have a whole new pipeline.
The works were set for May 4th to the 5th, but officials as of Friday morning did not give a time frame on the return of running water for residents in the northern corridor from Millet through to Cap Estate. Critics and observers who have been roiled by the lack of information have urged the utility to do a better job at keeping the public abreast of major disruptions in service, which would have an impact on their daily lives. Gina Filippi, HDS News Force.